So here's a big question on everybody's mind, and we're going to be talking about it in this video, doing a deep dive. Is it even worth duplicating cars and selling them for money now in Grand Theft Auto Online 2024? Well, first off, let's talk about a little bit of history when it comes to duplicating cars. Whether you have known this or not, in year one, there never used to be something called a daily sell limit. So players back in the day were duplicating the adder, which would be a fully upgraded adder, because at the time you could duplicate the adder and it was worth a little bit over $1 million. The only problem that players were running into back in the day is you could only have 3 10-car garages. That's the maximum amount of vehicles that you could own in Grand Theft Auto Online year one. And then later on, there's an update that came along, which is the Benny's update, which from there, players graduated from the, I would say the adder, on over to the Elegy Retro Custom, which that car duplicated was worth well over $1 million. So it was better to duplicate than the adder. And then another DLC came into the game at some point, which is the Arena DLC. And then at that part, players were no longer duplicating retro customs. They were duplicating fully upgraded Arena War Issi vehicles, which would be one of the better vehicles to be duplicating these days. But there's other glitches too that are like frozen money glitches, where players, if you're wanting to do something, you would be buying like something like, I would think, well, one of the most expensive vehicles in the game is either going to be a Deluxo. On the resale can get you like $2.8 million. And I'm not really too sure if players would want to be going the route of going with that Mark II oppressor, which everybody knows that Mark II oppressor is super expensive, going anywhere from I think $8 to $10 million. So these days, Rockstar has sure went out of their way with the recent updates of the anti-cheat bot, which is the Battle Eye, which is now going to be monitoring players, not like they didn't monitor our activities necessarily before, because if you didn't realize of how much Rockstar actually, analyzes and takes, of all your stats and stuff like that, you can actually just go into the stats section and it shows all the money that you've made, where you've made it, how you made it, how much JP you have, how much RP you have. And just by easily looking at something like that, I'm sure a bot would be able to figure out if you're cheating or not, because if the JP doesn't equal up to the money or this or that, potentially players are getting banned, which players right now actually are getting banned for having duplicated accounts and things like that, or duplicated characters in the game from other whatever, but they're getting banned for things like that. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So to talk about this real quick, would it even be worth it? So the most amount of money that you're even going to get off of an Issi is going to be like $1.8 million, okay? And you're only able to sell like technically one vehicle a day, because a few months ago, Rockstar implemented a new daily sell limit to where if you try to sell multiple copies of the same vehicle, like as if you duplicated a car and tried to sell that, then that car's value is going to be chopped in half. And then also another thing that Rockstar implemented into the game was, once again, was that new daily sell limit. So you're not allowed to even sell as many cars as we used to back in the day, which, just to let you know, back in the day, you were able to sell 7 duplicated cars a day, I believe, without seeing a daily sell limit. But that's another thing too. If you hit too many daily sell limits, they're going to take away your custom license plate making. So if you might have the option or may not have the option, I was never given the option, I think, because of just my situation of hitting daily sell limits throughout the years in the game for doing what? Yeah, okay, I'll say it, and I will admit it. I've duplicated a lot of cars because I'm not one of these people out there that can't, I can't buy a shark card because I don't have $100 extra just laying around for $10 million in-game credit, and back in the day, it's pretty hard to get that. Just to let you know, like back in the day in 2013, 14, there was only like 2 things that were like good paying. It was like rooftop rumble and like survival missions, because we didn't even have heists until it was like 2015, 15, I don't know when, but it was a long time for heists to come into the game. And there's the, the specific standard, whatever, Pacific standard doesn't pay out very much, maybe $250,000 or something like that. So yeah, with the anti-cheat, I can imagine at this point it's probably going to be deterring people from duplicating cars a little bit, at least myself. And on the other side, like, look guys, I'm not going to lie about this. Everything that you almost do in the game now makes money. Like everything that you do, or everything that you should be doing in the game, makes you money. Like, just to imagine, to look at the map and see how many free mode, or I would say just activities are just bouncing about, dude. There's tons of activities, and within like probably 5 minutes, you could be easily making like $100,000 over that. Not to mention the HSW time trial, which comes in like once a week. Yeah, that's an easy $250,000 though right there. You know, if you've got like a Beatty 801, which only costs $15,000 in the game. So to talk about it, like, is it worth it these days? On my end, no. I would say it's not worth it. This is what you need to be doing instead of buying fast cars, is buying businesses and invest in those. And just to think about it too, you guys, Grand Theft Auto itself, realistically, will probably never die, okay? I know people are like, oh, this game is gonna end soon, or this game's gonna da-da-da-da-da, but that's not the fact of the matter right there. What's going on here is this game is probably gonna be lasting forever, but Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be coming, you know, what they say, fall 2025, so that's what we're gonna be getting into at that point. And at one point, you probably won't see any more DLCs for Grand Theft Auto 5 because they're going to be working purely on Grand Theft Auto 6, which is supposed to be, you know, the biggest and best thing to ever come into the game. So my opinion and my, you know, I would just say whatever. It's like I would just get out there and just make money regularly because you're not going to be putting your account at risk for this Battle Eye whatever to come in and be like, oh yeah, this guy's like made $20 million a day off doing, you know, back-to-back, even though I think back-to-back like Bogdan and things like that might still be good. But another thing too, if you're going to be making a whole bunch of money, you need to be spending that money, and why not spend that money either on like modded cars, which I don't think they can take away your modded cars necessarily, even though they have taken away a couple things like our festival buses and our LD organic vans and things like that. But besides the point, you take your money and you invest it. Invest it in something good that's going to give you a good return, like investing in a fully upgraded bunker, investing in a fully upgraded nightclub, in or just taking advantage of double cash and double RP, and just making millions of dollars every single day. Because, ladies and gentlemen, let's face facts here, okay? You don't have to cheat for money or do money glitches anymore in Grand Theft Auto Online. It's too easy to make money. And if it's not, then I don't know what your problem is. Maybe you're not playing the game the right way, and maybe you should just be watching my channel, because I show people all the time how to make that easy money in the game. So other than that, you guys, I would love to hear what your comments are down in the comment sections below, you know, or your thoughts, what your comments are down in the comment sections below about, like, do you even think it's worth duplicating cars these days and taking the risk of, like, potentially getting banned or potentially losing your ability to make custom license plates? You know, in my experience, I think if you just play the game, you alone, solo, can make a lot of money every single day if you've invested in the correct businesses and you know how to run those businesses back to back. So other than that, you guys, yeah, if you enjoyed this video and it was helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, turn on those post notifications, go check out more videos, and thank you all for watching. My name's GRAVESIGHT, and I'll see you in the next one. So peace!